Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank all of you who contributed to the fact we have this conference. I'm glad to be here and to talk about Slovenia. So, yes, it works. A glance at the statistical data on religious affiliation. So we have at the first row, we have the census data. This is the last census that included the question on religious affiliation. No more census will do that. The census in 2011 doesn't have this data. So this is the last data we have. The next data, 2005 and 2007, are research data. This most recent data, more recent data, these are research data. Okay. What does our Constitution say about religious education, religious communities? Stated and religious communities shall be separate, religious communities shall enjoy equal rights, and shall pursue their activities freely. It provides for equality before the law and for freedom of conscience, including the right of parents to provide their children with a religious and moral upbringing in accordance with their beliefs. Now we are coming to the Act on Organization and Financing of Child Rearing and Education. And it says religious activities in public schools is not allowed. But in private kindergartens and private schools or schools with state license, religious activities is allowed when performed outside the curricula of public state-funded programs. It must not hinder space or interrupt state-funded programs and must be organized so that persons who do not want to participate can come and live undisturbed. So the negative aspect of religious freedom protected very much. What is religious activities is not allowed. What is a religious activity? Religious activity is defined in the law as catechesis or denominational religious education with the goal to educate children in a particular religion or a subject where a religious community decides about contents of the lessons, textbooks, education, and suitability of teachers, and organized religious ceremonies. This is religious activity which is not allowed. Now we come to the state of the art. What really happens in the schools? There is no compulsory subject on religion in public schools in Slovenia. So, we go to public primary schools. I will use term primary schools for the first 9 years. This is age from 6 to 14. So to clear the linguistic difficulties. And I will use the term secondary schools for age 15 to 18. This could be called also high school or upper secondary school, different. Okay, so this is what I will use. In primary schools, a mandatory optional non-denominational subject, religion and ethics exists. What means mandatory? Mandatory is that it is obligatory, the school must offer this subject. And the children can take it or not. So, if there are enough pupils who apply, then the subject is taught in the last 3 years of this primary school. The share of pupils that take this subject is here. For the year 2006-07, there were 65 schools and 1,774 children took part. This represents 1.1% of all primary school children. To be fair, I have to say, because this figure 1.1 is obtained by dividing by all the pupil. I think I should divide by only the number of upper 3 classes. So this number is, I guess, 3.3. If we follow this in long run, you know? Okay, but it fell, and so it diminished at the year 9-10, only 34 schools, and 549, this is 0.34, this is about 1%, the level of 1%. So this is the data. Oh, no. Public secondary schools, no compulsory and no optional subject on religion. There is a system of compulsory optional contents provided, and this provides a limited possibility for students to choose an activity related to religion. So we will see what is in private schools. First of all, I have to say that the share of private schools is very small. In primary, in 2005-06, there were 0.1% of pupils in private primary schools and 2% of students in secondary schools. And it grew some in 2010-11, there were 0.24% of pupils in private elementary schools and 2.4% of students in secondary schools. So what can I say? The three schools, the 3 elementary or primary schools, all of them have some. This is Montessori, this is Waldorf School, Montessori Institute, and Aloysi Schuster Primary School. All of them have some compulsory subject on religion. Then secondary schools, we have this school here that is organizing this conference, has an interconfessional subject, religion and culture. It has been taught as mandatory subject in the 4 Catholic grammar schools. You can see the textbooks, excellent textbooks written by Roman Globokar outside on the table. Then Waldorf school, so the Catholic schools and Waldorf schools, they have the subject, and there exists an Euro school and this has no mandatory subject, so that I cannot say even that all private schools have some subject on this. So now I have asked myself, where are we? How much time have I?
You have still more than
10
10 minutes.
minutes, okay. I have asked myself, because the story of Slovenia is very short. So I asked myself, where are we in Europe? And I have divided these European countries in basically 2 groups. One group is, this is in fact 4 groups, but one group is a denominational subject or a non-denominational subject on religion is a regular subject in the curriculum. So there is something, a regular subject in the curriculum, I mean a subject that expect everybody will join. There are different possibilities, of course, of opt-out and of taking an alternative or something like this. But basically what I mean by a regular subject is that the majority of pupils are taking this. So I have divided this in the first two boxes. There are countries which have or denominational or non-denominational regular subject in the curriculum. In the last two boxes, I have countries that have not. I have spoken, so the things are changing also, and I have talked to Elena Miroshnikova, and he told me, but I didn't have the time to change. Why? So Russia should appear in both the first box and the second box. Yes? It has compulsory denominational and compulsory non-denominational. So I will correct this. I beg my pardon for this. So we can concentrate, for us Slovenians, it is interesting to concentrate on the last two boxes, on the lower two boxes. What I have done, I have colored red EU members. Yes? And I have put in the parentheses the countries that are not a chapter of the book edited by Derek and Elena. So you have something to help you to orientate. So all EU members are included, and nearly all other countries are included, but I did not include Montenegro, Kosovo, Belarus, and Moldova. Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, they are not considered very much as European countries, so I didn't include them, but they are neighboring. Okay, so why? So if we concentrate on the lower two boxes, the third box says no regular subject on religion in the curriculum. State has provided for possibilities outside it or made other positive steps. And the last box is no regular subject, and the state has made no steps. So this explains why some countries appear here. So Russia has to go up, but Bulgaria in recent years with the denominational Islamic and non-denominational Christian, so some steps have been made, I think. So that's why I have put Bulgaria up. Then France, for example, why France is here. France, of course, has nothing in the curriculum, but it has provided for the free day for the children, for the day off, Wednesday, for the children to go to catechesis, and the school chaplains are allowed. So Czech Republic and Hungary, of course, not in the curriculum, but the state pays for the denominational religious education performed by churches. Pays teachers and costs and provides space, and so. Estonia is very similar to Slovenia, But I was attracted by one sentence that when they are looking at this optional subjects, they also can recognize to the student as having assisted to an optional subject the student who has gone to do catechesis in his religious community. That's why I have put Estonia here in upper. So I see I have put Albania, Macedonia, Slovenia, and Ukraine here. If you have some other information, please tell me. I will correct this. But there was a very good conference, but now I don't know what is happening on the field of legal of laws and of what is happening. There are some endeavors. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, just I will finish now. Just and then the question. The question afterwards.
Oh, okay.
The question. We have the time. We have time for questions. So I have to be able to say that I observed the time limits. So that's why I am hurrying through. Okay. So what are the sources? I took these sources, of course, our book, then the book by Roberts, 2010, and State and Church in the European Union by Gerhard Roberts, Law and Religion, Post-Communist Europe, Silvia Ferrari and Cole Durham. And there is also a book that you can find on the website. So this is and so my conclusion is, if we add up percentage in public schools going to this opting for this subject, religion and ethics, and we add also the private schools, then we get very small numbers. Is that enough? Thank you.